Hey guys, what's up? And welcome to another episode of All Things Geek in the GTA. As always, I'm Tom.
And I'm Cam.
And today we have a special little episode for you guys. This is going to be our first video podcast. And the reason why is because this weekend, we went to Comic-Con.
Yeah, from March 17th to March 19th. For the first Toronto Comic-Con of 2017, it was a great weekend.
And for a smaller con, it was actually a lot of fun.
Oh wow, man. The amount of people that were there and the cosplayers, wow, everybody was so friendly.
Yeah, there was a ton of cosplayers to see, almost everybody dressed up. So as soon as you walked in, you saw your favorite heroes, villains, anime characters. It really got you in the mood, you know?
Yeah, man. And what about the celebrity guests that showed up?
Yeah, as usual, we had a great selection of celebrity guests. We had Bret the Hitman Hart.
We had Mick Foley, both from the WWE.
Yeah, Ray Park was there. You would know him as Darth Maul from Star Wars.
Yeah, David Mazouz, who plays Bruce Wayne, and Sean Petrie, who plays Alfred, both from Gotham.
And we actually had a special little thing going on too. There was a reunion for the cast of Degrassi Junior High.
That's right.
Did you ever watch that show?
Unfortunately, that show did not draw me in, so I wasn't interested. But what about you?
You know what? It wasn't my cup of tea either, but one summer I was in Greece, and it was literally the only show on TV that was in English. So I kind of got stuck watching it, and to be honest, it really wasn't that bad. And I watched a handful of episodes, and it was pretty addictive.
That was pretty cool, man. Well, did you have a particular favorite character?
Yeah, actually, there was this one character called Joey Jeremiah. He was kind of your stereotypical, like, you know, hits on the girls, rides a skateboard. It was funny. He was like the original fuckboy, you know?
Wow, that's actually pretty cool, man. Speaking of hitting on the girls, man, the cosplayers that were there.
Oh, yeah, tell me about it. There were some really pretty cosplayers featured this year.
Yeah, like Holly Wolf.
Yeah, man, she was the one who did that sick Wonder Woman costume. Right?
Yes, she was.
What about Elise Lorraine? She did that whole, like, anti-Venom, like, kind of thing.
Mm.
Like, I'm a really big fan when cosplayers take two, like, existing characters and kind of combine them and make something a little bit more creative. I thought her anti-Venom cosplay was actually very well done.
Yeah, man. Well, the only thing I know from Elise is My Free Camp.
Like the website where you, like, watch girls get naked on cam.
That's the one. And, yeah, that is the one. There was this one segment where she dressed up as Diva from Overwatch.
Oh,
Let me tell you, that costume did not last long.
Oh, shit. So you watch a lot of My Free Cam, I take it.
Whatever I do in my free time is none of your business.
Okay. Fair enough. Okay, let's get back to, the con.
Yes.
But what about Artist Alley? Like, every year we get a lot of great talent from all around North America. They come in and they like to feature their art.
Oh yeah, man, of course. There's a couple of my favorite artists who show up there, like Leonard Kirk and Ty Templeton.
Oh yeah, actually, I really enjoy their art as well.
Yeah, man. Didn't you get anything from Ty this year?
As a matter of fact, I did. I picked up a commission from Ty, and if you guys aren't familiar with Ty Templeton, he did a lot of the art for the Batman Adventures comic book.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, you know where Harley Quinn first appeared?
Yeah.
So, being a fan of the Batman animated series, like I am, I had to get him to do a commission of the animated series Batman.
Of course.
So, check it out. This is what I got done. As you can see, it's just like the cartoon, which is awesome. It looks great. I'm really happy with it.
That's phenomenal.
And it's going to be a great addition to my my wall of commissions and original art.
Yeah, man.
As you know, I'm a big fan of original art, so I'm really happy to pick this up.
That's great, man. Was there any others that you wanted to pick up?
Yeah, actually, I really wanted to get some original art from Alex Saviuk. He was also there. He was featured as one of their legendary artists. And he does a lot of art for Spider-Man. He did a lot of art for Spider-Man. He worked on the Web of Spider-Man.
Which version was that
series.
one?
That was one of the spin-offs. Like, Amazing Spider-Man was the main line, and Web of Spider-Man was kind of one of the side series.
Okay.
But it's still great books, great art. He did the whole, like, 80s Spider-Man that I really like, with the web armpits.
That's awesome. So why didn't you?
Well, there was a cover I really wanted to pick up. Like, an original cover for one of the Web of Spider-Man comics. I don't really remember what the number was, but it was sick. Like, it was a really nice action scene. Spider-Man was being held up by one of the villains. I think it was Wendigo, actually.
Wow.
And it looked beautiful. And it had, like, the whole 80s thing where they had to, like, glue on, like, the Spider-Man and stuff. Like, I love old original art because now a lot of art's digital.
Yes, that's right.
And I really, really wanted to pick it up, but it was like, I think $600. So it's like way out of my budget. It might have actually been more. Like, he was kind of like coming up with a price in his head, which is totally fair.
Yeah, of course, man.
Like art's priceless, right?
It is.
But like, I just wish it was cheaper. I really wanted it, but it's way out of my budget. What about you, man? Did you pick up any commission this year?
Unfortunately, not yet. But I can tell you this though: when we walked over to the vendors alley, holy shit, man! The amount of things that they had displayed there, wow.
Yeah, man. You're never gonna walk out empty-handed. There's so many vendors selling pretty much anything you want. Like, you can find the most random stuff there, and it's really cool to find some hidden treasures, you know?
Oh, the amount of bullshit that they have displayed there to add on to your own bullshit at home?
You mean collectible bullshit?
That is correct. Alright, so now let's take a moment to talk about some of the loot that we picked up from Toronto Comic Con. Let's start off with some video games. Over here, I picked up Dragon Quest VIII. This is one of the games I never got to play, and as a re-release for the 3DS, I figured, why not? Next, I picked up Final Fantasy IV for the DS. Final Fantasy IV is one of my favorite Final Fantasies to this day, and every port re-releases I've always played, so I figured it was a good addition to it. Next, I picked up Street Fighter Unlimited, a blank variant, and just like my co-host Tom, I also like original art, and I figure what better way to have an original art on a customizable cover. Next, I got a couple of t-shirts. Got this one lovely one from my little niece. I'm sure she'll love it. Another one for my second niece. That one's really adorable, I think. And third one for myself. Cute little spiritual animal. Alright, thanks for your time.
Hey guys, Tom here, and I'm going to show you some of the loot I picked up at Toronto Comic Con this year. There's a lot of stuff that I wanted to pick up. There was a ton of cool stuff, but, you know, there's only so much you can pick up because, you know, money's an issue. So I'll show you guys what I grabbed. So, start off is I picked up a couple comic books. They are the Toronto Comic Con exclusive covers. There's some covers that were available for Fan Expo as well. This is Batman Adventures 12. As some of you may know, this is the first appearance of Harley Quinn. It's a reprint with a Fan Expo variant cover, so it's not exactly super valuable or anything, but it's a cool way to pick up the first appearance of Harley Quinn if you wanted to read it, without paying the exorbitant price tag that the first appearance of Harley Quinn holds right now. And it's pretty cool to have like this exclusive variant that's available only at Fan Expo. And yeah, it's pretty awesome. I'm glad I picked it up. Another variant cover I picked up is a Civil War #2 comic. And it's on the cover is the Canadian Prime Minister, Justin Trudeau. You know, you guess you can say that politicians are kind of like our modern day superheroes, essentially. Whether you agree with their politics or not, you know, it doesn't change the fact that it's really cool to have like a Canadian, you know, on a cover, because as you know, covers are usually American, and the comics are usually big in America, and they feature a lot of American people on them, so it's really cool to have a Canadian on the cover. And yeah, it's awesome actually. It's a really cool little unique cover to have at any comic collection. Also, some of you may not know, but I also collect Funko Pops, which is pretty cool. My awesome girlfriend decided to surprise me with one. I don't have a huge collection, but I do like to collect characters that I like. And I really do enjoy Ren and Stimpy. I loved the show when I was growing up. So my girlfriend decided to surprise me with this Ren Funko Pop. Not only is it just a Ren Funko Pop, it's also a chase, which means it's a little bit rarer than your regular Funko Pop. Like, I do have a lot of rare Funko Pops in my collection, but I don't have a chase, and this is my first one. So I'm really glad that she picked it up for me. I love it. I think it looks great, and it'll look really awesome on my shelf. Speaking of collecting stuff, I also really like to collect retro video games. It's probably my biggest geeky passion. I love them to death. It brings back a ton of nostalgia for me because I loved playing all those old systems when I was a kid. And my girlfriend also surprised me with a couple of games to add to my retro collection. She picked me up Final Fantasy Dissidia 012, which is basically a Final Fantasy fighting game. I'm a big Final Fantasy fan. I do enjoy fighting games. So the fact that they combine the two is really, really appeals to me. And it's a ton of fun. It's also multiplayer, so she can kick my butt at it if she wants to. And she also picked me up another PSP game. This is Final Fantasy IV, the complete collection. I've played Final Fantasy IV probably more times than I can count. It's one of my favorite Final Fantasy games. I love it. But I haven't played this compilation here. The reason why this is unique than all the other versions released is because it also has the Final Fantasy IV The After Years, which was originally only released in Japan. And this is a North American release of all of that combined into one, so you get more than just the original Final Fantasy IV story. And I haven't played the After Years, so I'm really excited to play that. And one more retro game to add to the collection is this one. Condition is not very good, as you can see. However, if you are a retro game collector or you know your retro games, you will know that this game is particularly rare. This is Ogre Battle, March of the Black Queen. It's one of the rarer Super Nintendo games out there. And it's really happy to have found this for a very decent price because of the condition. And as much as I like to collect games, I like to play them even more. So this condition will not affect the gameplay, so I'm really excited to pop this into the Super Nintendo and play this hours on end. Now, one thing I did mention in the original podcast is that you always find these unique treasures at Comic-Cons. That's probably one of the things that I love, is going around to the different booths and finding something that I never thought I would have wanted, or something that I didn't even know existed. And I found something like that at this Comic-Con. As you can see here, it's Mr. T and the T-Force. And some of you are like, what is that? Well, let me tell you. This is a comic book based on Mr. T. You know the guy from Rocky? Rocky 3, Clubber Lang? Yeah, that's Mr. T. And this is a comic based on him being a hero. And as you can see here, it's autographed by Mr. T himself. It's one of 10,000 copies that he autographed for Dynamic Forces. It comes with a certificate of authenticity, and it's awesome. Like, come on, man. Mr. T autographed comic book in this cool little collector folder. Not to mention, it's Mr. T as a comic book hero. How awesome is that? Like, his power is his bling. Like, he literally goes around blinding people with his bling and punching them in the face. That's gotta be like one of the coolest superhero powers ever. Like, I pity the fool who saw this at Comic-Con and didn't pick it up. Anyways, that's everything that I picked up. I'm really happy with my haul, and I think I picked up some great loot. Peace. Checking out all the awesome cosplays, and there's a ton of them around. And we found
Alucard from Castlevania.
Alucard from Castlevania, and if you can see, he has an awesome cosplay. So, Alucard, did you make your cosplay?
For the most part, yes. I've just pieced together various things that I found. This coat, in fact, is one of those pirate coats you get at the dollar stores and stuff. But then we just added more stuff to it. The yellow trim, the yellow collar. I don't know how well you can see it there.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, your attention to detail is fantastic. And I'm really happy that you picked Alucard, because Symphony of the Night is my favorite Castlevania game.
Yes,
is that yours too?
Yes, mine too. I really loved the Castlevania game Symphony of the Night. I never played it before in my life until relatively recently, and I just saw just how wonderful it was. I always gave it a pass because it's a side-scrolling, just hack and slash. But there's so much more to it than that, and I just fell in love with it instantly.
Yeah, it has that whole leveling up system that's very reminiscent of like an RPG.
Yeah,
it's great. Okay, back to this awesome cosplay. How long did it take you to put together?
Oh gosh, I'd say about a month maybe.
Oh wow.
Because just have to find time here and there. The cape was the one thing that took quite a long time. We had to find the right fabric, black and red. It's even reversible. I could wear red on the outside if I wanted to. So that's always handy.
Awesome. Well, thank you very much for your time. Love the cosplay, and enjoy the rest of the con.
You as well.
guys, what's up? I'm Tom from All Things Geek.
And I'm Cam.
And we're here at Comic Con today with some awesome cosplay.
Hello.
This is
Renea Hyman from Final Fantasy 15.
And as you can see, this costume is amazing. The attention to detail is fantastic. So how long did it take you to make?
I started in mid-December, so about 3 or 4 months.
Wow.
Excellent.
And did you make everything yourself?
Of course. It's the only way to go.
I agree. So in order, like the talent it must take to make such an authentic cosplay from scratch is phenomenal. And as you can see here, it's awesome. Thank you so much for taking the time to have a little talk with us.